Hey, we got 2001 Dodge Dakota here. I just bought this truck. Problem we were having was this was holding this hatch down. So besides that, it would not lock in place. So we're trying to figure out the issue. If you have the same issue, all you have to do is, if you have one of those covers, you take out all your little tabs. It's just a Phillips screw in the little clip, and then they pop off. And then there's 3 T40 size bolts holding the handle in place to the hatch. All right, so we took those off with the T40 socket, which then led us to the handle and this cover. This cover was just on there with some clips. We took a little screwdriver from the bottom, pried it out, and we are stuck here. The problem that we have here, or that we think we have, is right over here. This got all corroded. So when you pull on this handle, this is supposed to move freely. You have 2 cables, one for the left lock, one for the right lock. It's supposed to kind of pull them back to release them, and then when you let go, obviously it goes back to unrelease them. The thing what happened was when I pulled it, it released, but then it got stuck in this position. So we're gonna spray some WD-40, some PB Blaster in here and try to free this up. And let that soak in there for a little bit, and then we're gonna try taking our hands or take some pliers or screwdrivers and manually just keep on moving it until it frees up. What we're gonna do now is release these 2 levers and try to take the handle off to work with it a little more. Now granted, you could just take this off and replace the handle, so this just goes up. There you go. And then that just pulls out like that, and then same with this one. Now this handle should just come right out. So I realized that the reason this handle's not coming out is because these are stuck at open. We've got I got some trans fluid. I put some brake cleaner, then I put a little bit of trans fluid to try to free that up. We've got to bring this out all the way, and then there'll be enough room to take it off. So we gotta wait, let that soak in and move it out. Okay, we got some big enough channel locks over there with the pry bar. We were forced to spread these 2 loose enough to get it out. How it came out was just like that. We went down, pulled out. Now, again, now we can access that back pin, which is, I'm pretty sure that that's the reason that this is all happening. We're gonna soak this up, try to free this up. I just recommend getting a new handle, which I'll probably order just because I don't want to deal with it. I use this truck all the time. But you can get this one out. Let's try repairing it and see what happens. Trans fluid and acetone combined are really good at rust dissolving. What I'm going to do is take some of the brake cleaner, which is just acetone, just spray all around. You can see on the ground how much rust I already got out of here. But see all that rust coming down? I don't know if you can see it. You see like the brown? Yeah, point over here. Cleaned up a lot, but when I first did it, there was a lot of brown rust coming out of this area. I'm gonna keep on going at it, this pin, you guys see it's much cleaner. We're gonna show you how this works. So when you pull up on the handle, it just pulls your little rods inside, and when you let go of it, the rods are actually supposed to pull this back out. You can still see it's rusty. I still gotta soak it up a little more. Right now, it's closed, so it wasn't a hatch issue, it was all in this, all right? If that ever happens to you, if the hatch is closed, you could actually go back here, take it all apart, take your handle out, and just pull on rod 1, for that lock, and then rod 2, and then boom, your hatch will open up. Okay, so going into this video, I had no idea how any of this worked, but it was pretty easy to figure out, so. All right, we're doing the brake cleaner over the sink because it evaporates anyways. But you can see how free it is now. This is how it should be. And it took me about 15 minutes of going back and forth. So what I did was, at first, you saw me spray the brake cleaner all in there to get the rust free. I started kind of working on one, then I combined them together and I pushed all the way to one side. And I took the spray, really got in there. You can see, oh, oops, sorry, wall. Got all the rust out, got all the rust out. Then I moved it back the other way, all the way that way. Did the same thing. And it's kept on going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Putting trans fluid a little bit, but now you can see how free this is. Pull up, and then the cables are gonna bring it right back, all right? Once that's done, I'm gonna let this dry up and I'll be right back. Okay. Everything's dried up, everything's freed up. We're just gonna use trans fluid as a little bit of lubricant, just so it hopefully stays rust free for a long time coming. Just that much, and then move it around, let it get in all the weird crevices and stuff. A little bit in the front right here. There's a lot, oops. That's why I have a little drip pan. And we're ready to put this back on the car. Slide this back in. These spots up here. So I'm gonna put the cables on next. To put the cables on is risky procedure. You get this. You're gonna lift up on the green tab so it's up. You're gonna stick this through. So, like that. And then you're gonna take this tab and put some force down till it locks in place. That way the cable can't come off. I think it's gonna snap. There you go. All right, back in place. Now let's, probably should open it up first, but open it. There you go. My hand over it by itself. I'm gonna take my T40s. Just gotta snug them up, just like that. Let's close this. Nice, it closes now. Put the cover back on. No, wait. So you got 1 and 2 that's gonna go in between the sheet metal, and the bottom 2 are just little clips that lock in place. So make sure you get those through behind the sheet metal. That's one. This one's being kind of a pain. Oh, nice. There you go. And then fix our hatch. All right. Pretty simple. Like I said, I had no idea what was wrong with that. I just dug in, made this video. I hope this video helps you. If it did, please like and subscribe to the channel. I got more stuff about Dodge Dakotas and M54s and blah, blah, blah. But thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.